All right, all right. What is happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? I'm Yogi Steve. You're watching ESA, the Electric Scooter Academy, a Voromotors podcast live stream number 86. This is actually a makeup for what I was supposed to do on Sunday. Last Thursday, I appreciate you guys who watched the unboxing of the Hooga Daytona. I want to thank Jason for helping me with that unboxing and the testing. Jason's a good friend of mine from the group ride. Very, very lucky to have him help me out. Before we get going, let's say hello to everybody. What's up, Makoto Warrior Gamer? I'm good. How are you? Electric Rider, good to see you. James Mysterio 71, what's going on, buddy? Jap Up, how you doing? James Bareka says Journey rocks. Yeah, this is from the Vision Quest soundtrack. Ever see that movie Vision Quest with Matthew Modine? Fucking awesome movie. Ozzy Jackets, good to see you. Says I hope you can get back on the road soon when you miss the videos. I still have a lot of videos coming out. I've just been lazy with editing. They're all coming. But I hope everybody's doing well. So it's Wednesday again, right? I was supposed to do a stream on Sunday. I couldn't do it. And the last couple of days, I'm just negotiating doctor appointments for my shoulder here. So I'm going to try not to talk too much about oh, that's Das Giro. Okay. Das Giro, the Carolinian hamster VTuber, changed his name to Makoto Warrior Gamer. That's actually easier than the Das Giro one. That was a mouthful. But that's cool. Thanks for letting me know. Makoto Warrior Gamer. Pretty cool. But yeah, hope everybody's pretty good. I'm kind of stuck at home. Extremely bored as fuck. I mean, if I thought that I liked being a DoorDash driver on the scooters, there's no doubt about it. Now that I haven't done it for 2 weeks, I miss it more than anything. I anticipate I won't be back on the scooters for a couple of months. I did get, for those of you guys who don't know, I dislocated my shoulder. I've told the story a couple times. Kind of a freak accident. And it's a really bad dislocate. I got my MRI done, just got the results. And I don't see the orthopedist until the 7th. So we've got like 6 more days. But I put the... I got my MRI read to me from my GP, who's not an orthopedist, right? So she couldn't tell me if I definitely needed surgery. But you know what's pretty cool is I was actually able to put, and one of my students, Sensei Moyer, I call him Sensei Moyer. He's like he's a karate instructor from the same style of martial arts that I trained for years. A student of mine, really a good friend. And he said, if you put your MRI into ChatGPT, it can diagnose it for you. This guy's like crazy into AI. So I did actually put my MRI into ChatGPT, and in so many words, it basically told me that I'm going to need surgery. Very little chance that I'm not going to, because I have like a full labrum tear. The labrum is I don't know if it's cartilage. The shoulder is like a ball and socket joint. So where the ball meets the socket, there's like, I guess, cartilage. tendons, ligaments, whatever. That shit is torn. And, you know, this is kind of an interesting thing. It's like I can lift my arm up, especially if I have it bent like this. Like I can do this. But if I straighten my arm and I reach out, I can almost feel it like coming out of socket. So I'm going to probably be getting surgery probably relatively soon, probably a couple months recovery on that. So here we are in October, November, December, right? 3 months. I've been kind of guessing that I'll be back in action on the scooters in January, early January 2026. Not the end of the world. The good news is well, one, that I'm not really in pain. I'm in a little bit of pain when I lie around too much, but I'm not really in pain. Oh, also, before I forget, I want to thank both Stevens. Let me really quickly just check something here, make sure the sound is on this. You guys tell me, is the sound good? I do have my microphone on my flashlight here. See, it's a flashlight. Oops. Let me see what this sounds like. So I'm going to probably be getting surgery, probably real. Oh, it sounds very good. So I want to thank two Stevens. One Steven, who used to go by my friend Steven Earth. That was the name of his yoga school, Earth's Power Yoga. One of my good local friends that I've known for a long, long time, who I reconnected with only recently. He's been coming out to the group ride, sometimes by himself, sometimes with his kid. He's really into electric bikes, and he was a really big influence on me as a yoga student, a yoga teacher. This was 25 years ago, a long time ago. But I want to thank him, and also another Steve, who is of the couple Steve and Crystal. When Steve first came out, I believe it was Crystal. He came out with his wife or his girlfriend, maybe his wife. I'm not sure. And both of these sent me PayPals, donations. Very, very nice. You know, I'm not pushing too hard for like donations, you know, but I always accept them. I always appreciate it. But I just want to make sure I really thank Steven and Steven for those donations. And it goes, you know, every dollar goes a long way. Ali Khan, what's up, Ali Khan? He's actually asking me an appropriate question since we're talking about money. Yes, Lek, it's going to be months. Ali Khan says, you have savings, Steve. Can you get unemployment and shit? I'm looking into getting unemployment. I'm actually having trouble accessing my unemployment account. Like the only time I ever used it before was during COVID when I collected unemployment. And I'm having trouble accessing my account. Thanks, Electric Rider. The sound is good. So I've been struggling with that, and I'll figure that out. It's not like super important. I would like to get some extra money. So do I have savings? A little bit. I have some savings, but what my main thing in life is to have very low expenses. So I have very, very low expenses. I've got like rent, I've got phone, I've got internet, which only cost me like $40 a month. This is my internet. I'm streaming off this right now. It works pretty good. But and then food, and especially since I hurt my shoulder, I have not been eating out a lot. So that's good, right? One thing that happened to me is as a DoorDash driver, like I eat only like limited like fast food in general. But as I became a DoorDash driver and I found myself on the road a lot during lunchtime, especially, or even during breakfast on early shifts, I find myself oh, now they're telling me I got to go to RadNet. I can just walk into RadNet without an appointment, ? I don't need a referral, ? I'm talking to this is the orthopedist office. I heard they got my MRI, but they're telling me they need a fucking X-ray too. But so we'll figure that shit out. But what the fuck was I talking? So savings and money. I mean, I ain't got money. I got a little bit of money. My main thing is my expenses are low. But other than DoorDash, I make money also as a personal trainer. I make money through YouTube ads, through donations, and I also make money through affiliate sales. I do sell some scooters for Voromotors. It's nothing like it used to be, and I don't even blame Voromotors for that. The whole affiliate system has been destroyed by scammers. Most all of us that are selling scooters are selling way, way, way less scooters than ever, and bikes. But I'm pretty sure that's because of the Honey app and other reasons why, like, we're basically getting fucking stolen from. It's pretty terrible. Hey, what's up, Ride with Anthony? How you doing? I'm doing good, Anthony. Okay, let's see what this person is messaging me now. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, cool. I will do that. Thank you. And I'll see you on the 7th, exclamation point, question mark. Yeah, so I mean, I'm just going to have this orthopedist appointment. They're basically just going to tell me, yes, you need surgery. I'm scared of surgery. When I broke my collarbone, like, I don't know if you can really see, like, this bump here. This is where my collarbone healed from my accident in 2022. It's got to be on the same fucking side, right? So anyhow, money, whatever, like your super chats go a long way. I have very little expenses. Honestly, I haven't taken money from anybody yet. I have a really good support system. I'm sure my brother would help me. My mother could help me. I have friends. But luckily, I'm like one of the least successful of all my friend group. I have lots of friends that are willing to help me out. So I'm okay. But the least of my worries right now is stress worries is money. Oh, and also, though, what's exciting is you guys may not know, you may know, 2003 to 2011, I was a full-time online internet poker player. And then at that point, the U.S. shut down online poker. So I lost a major stream of income. I was making anywhere from $3,000 to $8,000 a month playing online poker in 2008, 9, 10, and 11. In the early years, I didn't make as much. But I was making a ton of money playing tournaments, playing sit and goes. And now there's a site called WPT Gold, which I'm able to play on. And I've actually been playing sit and goes, $5 sit and goes for the last 2 weeks. I mean, if there's any bright side to this injury, it's made me realize that I'm still really good at these tournaments. So this will sound very small to you, the numbers I'm going to tell you, if you don't really understand the way poker works, but I'm not a degenerate gambler. So I'm not just like trying to like hit a lucky score to pay my bills. I'm playing very, very low stakes tournaments on WPT Gold. I actually played $5 sit and goes. Sit and goes are one table tournaments with 8 players. Top 3 players get paid. They take about an hour, and I thought you can play 4 of them at a time. I used to play 16 to 20 sit and go tournaments at a time, but this site doesn't offer that. So I've been I put $100 into my WPT Gold account like 2 days after my accident, almost like 2 weeks to the day. And I built that up to $500 playing $5 sit and goes. So what I'm doing is I'm really building a bankroll. I'm not going to pull this money out. Like I said, I'm not a degenerate gambler. I can't really afford to gamble with any money that I have. So I'm playing very low stakes, which are pretty easy to beat. Still stressful, but relatively easy to beat. But I'm going to try playing the $20. Now that I have $500 in the account, I've jumped up to the $20 tournaments. So even if I only play $5 tournaments, I can make $1,000 a month playing these online tournaments, these online sit and goes, which is fantastic. It's like half my rent. But I'm really hoping I can beat the 20s. I know I can beat the 5s. I've already made a shitload of money the past 2 weeks based on the stakes. I made $400 on a $100 investment. My bankroll's at $500. And I just started flirting with the 20s, getting a little bit unlucky, but I think I will definitely be making money playing online poker. As a disclaimer, California is trying to ban this type of online poker. I mean, just fucking typical my luck. So my understanding is I'll probably have at least until the end of the year to play. So hopefully for the next 3 months while I'm home and I can't do deliveries, I will be able to make money playing online poker. I mean, the truth is about DoorDash is I only make about $2,000 a month doing DoorDash deliveries. I always looked at DoorDash as paying my rent exclusively. My rent is like $2,100, so I always just tried to make $500 a week doing DoorDash, not really hurting myself, killing myself with the work. Working like 25 hours a week, not working full time. Some weeks, if I need to push myself, I can make $800 or $1,000 in a week. But I don't really make that much money doing DoorDash anyhow. So I'm happy that I got the online poker money. I mean, that's a fantastic thing. Plus, it's really keeping me busy. Ali Khan says, a friend of mine got a full holo F15, and it's a great value. I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, Ride with Anthony. Good to see you. Makato Warrior Gamer says, my disc brakes, I find out, are squeaky. Yeah, there's lots of different reasons for that. Pretty easy to fix. You can bring it to a bike shop, too. Makato Jiro, my friend. You can bring it to a shop as well. Anyhow, this is the Voromotors podcast, so I do like to talk about Voromotors products. My Voromotors banner, which is usually behind me, it fell down. And I have that thing like held up by tape. So hey, good to see you, RC. I know if I'm getting, this seems like a little bit of a troll, but I know if I'm getting trolled, that means it's, you're new, and that means that the algorithm pushed the stream to you. So that's very good. RC says, what is this nonsense broadcast? You're not reviewing anything. You've got a broken arm and you're not riding any scooters. What are you talking about? I'm going to talk about scooters. And that's basically all I have to say about that, right? Electric Rider says, what doesn't California try not to ruin? I know. I mean, I love living here. We have a lot of benefits, but there's a little bit of a government overreach with a lot of things. So they're trying to shut down this type of site. But anyhow, what was I just looking up? I'm getting messages. Sorry. Okay, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to look at some of my academies. So one of the things I do is I have Facebook groups, and I call them academies. I have the Emove Cruiser V2 Academy. I have the Hooga Daytona Academy. That's brand new. And my big academy is the Emove Roadrunner Academy. That's got over 5,000 members on it. The other ones are pretty small. But I thought we would sit down and take a look at those, just get an idea of what's going on with these vehicles since I can't ride them right now. And yeah, I don't really have that much to say today, I guess. So let's see here if I can bring up these pages here. What are these questions? Electric Rider says the Hooga, this looks good as a background. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was easy to put up. I just put a nail into that thing. So let me show you. Let's look at some of my favorite groups really quick. I want to look at my Hooga Daytona Academy first. It's my newest one, my smallest one. There's not that many posts on there, but I do believe there's some questions. So that should be pretty cool. Let's see here. There we go. Fuck. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right, so give me a second, guys. It always takes me a little while to navigate this. I guess I lost my Hooga Daytona. So I did start a Hooga Daytona Academy, which is going to be for. We'll also look at sort of my competition, but my friends. So I don't really mind. We're also going to look at the Hooga Daytona fan group, which is ran by Freshly Charged. So here's the Academy group. It's brand new. I just started promoting it. 30 members, which is pretty good considering that I just started it and I only made one video for it so far. So Tim Paul is asking, I know the Hooga Daytona is a big scooter, so I got to ask, which of these describes the Hooga Daytona best? Does it feel like a huge and cumbersome like a Cadillac? Does it feel nimble, flickable, and maneuverable for quick turning? Thanks. I actually spoke to Tim on another group. He asked this question. I didn't answer him this question yet on here. But it's a big scooter. It's a giant hyper scooter, so you're not going to expect it to be nimble. It's not going to be. It's big. It's very, very big. I think if you want like a nimble type scooter, you want to look at a smaller class. All the scooters are similar, like my InMotion RS, my Tevron 7260, and the Hooga. They're all big fucking scooters. So when a scooter is really big like that, they're not going to really be nimble. These scooters are really best in a straight line, just in general. Right now, by the way, I have my friend Jason, who I mentioned earlier. I'm lending him the scooter. He's making a ton of footage, so much footage that I just spoke to him on the phone. I gave him 2 hours on an SD card, and he already filled it up. So I think he's just filming everything, and he'll give me those cards, and I'll edit it, and I'll post videos about the Daytona probably like early next week. But it's very, very lucky to have somebody out there test ride it. I can't test ride it right now. There's no way. But I will be out there riding it. Okay, cool. So my appointment's at 11 a.m. on the 7th with the ortho. I can't believe they're making me go in for a fucking x-ray too. I'm talking to my friend Isaac. Isaac, I appreciate you reaching out to me. You guys know Isaac from the channel. Oh, he says that DoorDash is slow and boring. He might quit. I told him I'm playing poker. He says, oh, nice. Made good money yet? I'm grinding a bankroll, period. I started with $100. Now I have 500, period. Slowly stepping up stakes, period. Ideally, maybe I can make 1,000 or 2,000 a month doing it consistently. We'll see. But going pretty good so far. I know my buddy Isaac, he loves to gamble. When we were for a while, he was showing me all the stuff that he was gambling with. I thought it was actually pretty interesting. But I don't really consider myself, like I gamble, but I'm not a gambler, you know? Oh, wait a second. This is the wrong fucking page that's sharing here. Oh, sorry. I didn't have the right page up. Let me get this here. Here we go. All right, so this should be better, right? This is the Hooga Daytona fan page. We'll go back and read the questions again. So I know the Hooga Daytona is a big scooter. Is it huge and cumbersome like a Cadillac? Does it feel nimble, flickable, and maneuverable for quick turning? Thanks. That's from Tim Paul. So it's a big scooter. So what these scooters are really best at is going in a straight line. It's fast in a straight line. They don't corner. They don't turn very well. So the last thing I would ever call them is nimble. That's because you have such a high center of gravity, you know? When you're like on an electric bike, you're half the distance to the ground than you are on a standing scooter. So a bike is going to be a little more nimble, less cumbersome, more maneuverable, better at quick turning. But any of these big scooters are not going to turn well. Now, I'll get more information about it when I get these videos from my buddy Jason. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm very excited about that. And that's really the only post we have on the Hooga Daytona Academy. Even if you don't own one, please join the group. You can also see here, I made a video of this is a pretty cool picture of Jason. I put that on the, people are probably just going to think that's me. That's my buddy Jason. And I'm, again, very happy that he's out there test riding this thing. He's a crazy experienced scooter rider. He drives more insane on these vehicles than anybody I know. He's got a background in motorcycles and shit. He's a tough fucking dude. And this is the unboxing video that I made for the Daytona. Let's take a quick look at this. I thought this video came out really good, actually. I forgot I don't have my headphones in. Yeah, use my links if you're buying these. There's only a $45. Now there's actually no, usually at Voromotors, we get these pretty big discount codes, $50, $100, $200 even more, $300. But for the Daytona, there's really no big discount codes. All of us affiliates have the same code. It's $45 off. Mine is a Yogi Steve, link in description. But I think there's no bonus codes for this scooter because they're already fighting to price it lowest. The thing about like this is not necessarily a Voromotors exclusive. Kind of feels like it is though, because I don't see anybody else selling them. But they have it priced very low. This scooter is $3,700 for a 72 volt, 40 amp hour scooter that's built like this. It has a unique build. It's already a very low price. So I don't think Voromotors can afford to. I don't think they can really afford to give big discounts. So I don't think I'm going to have like any big discount codes. Let me see here. Select says, I was thinking about getting an RX-7, but I want 13-inch tires. You mean the Roadrunner RX-7? I don't want to talk bad about that scooter, except that company does this thing where they're trying to make people believe that it's an American-made scooter. And the owner of that company is also the previous main distributor for Nan Robot, a low-quality piece of crap scooter. So take that for what you will. If you want a scooter with bigger tires, look at a Daytona and look at the Tevron. I mean, really, the big scooters that I have right now, I recommend them all. I'm sure the Roadrunner RX-7 is nice, but the Roadrunner is actually fucking suing Melvin. He made a post about it because of using the name, which is like a super fucking generic name. Because the Roadrunner, we have the Emove Roadrunner, the little bikes, but I guess like this guy over at the Roadrunner scooter company is suing Voromotors, which is fucking ridiculous, just as a spite case. But yeah, you do want big tires. Big tires are the best, Slick. Oh, James Barreca likes these. My Roadrunner RX-7 is a beast of a scooter. I mean, the thing about these, what are you saying over here? Electric Rider says Voromotors should make a seat for the Hooga. That would be nice. Hey, what's up, Jay State? Sorry I missed you. Good to see you. Yeah, did you see? You looked at my screen. Did I show you the after? I'm going to be playing poker actually at the end of this. At the end of the stream, or whenever I'm done streaming, I'm going to turn this into an online poker stream, because it's like my dream to be an online poker streamer. I'm not even trying to do it. I'm not on Twitch, but I like to pretend every once in a while that I am an actual like online poker streamer. So when I'm done with this podcast, when I'm done talking to you guys about scooters, answering questions, I'm going to switch over to WPT Gold, and I'm going to show you guys how I play sit and goes. I thought it'd be really, really fun. Electric Rider says, I think the 7260 would be better, especially for the range. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He's talking about the Tevron, which is the scooter that I dislocated my shoulder on. The Tevron 7260 is something else. It has a lot of similarities to Dualtrons, but a lot of improvements to Dualtron. Main improvement is it's got a very cushy suspension. One of the big problems with Dualtrons is they come extremely stiff out of the box. I love my Dualtrons while I rode them, but until I got onto other scooters, I didn't really know how good I didn't know how good the suspension was on other scooters. So the 7260, I think that's like 43 or 4400. It's a nice fucking scooter. I mean, I'm really sad that I'm not on it today, you know. But when I get back to work, hopefully I'll still have that here because it's a loaner. I will get back on it. I really thought it was a great scooter. I was really enjoying it more and more. The handlebars are a little low for me. I think the company will eventually make a handlebar extender. I think that would be really fucking cool. What's up, Chaxologist? How you doing, man? What's up with you? But yeah, I did want to kind of look at, did want to watch this a little bit. This is Jason unboxing the Hooga Daytona. Oh, this is me begging. I don't want to go through that. This is how you eliminate the speed limiter. Is actually very easy to do. Cool thing about these, sometimes the scooters, by the way, you see these tires, 13-inch tall, 5 inches wide. So if you want a scooter with big tires, this scooter has huge fucking tires. Cool thing about the Hooga is that, you know, when you get these scooters delivered to you, for legal reasons, they can only go like up to 25 miles per hour. So they have what's called a speed limiting wire. This is standard for all big scooters shipped to America, at least. I think federal regulations, these scooters are not supposed to go faster than like 20, 25 miles an hour. So they come with a speed limiter wire. And normally you have to take the deck off the scooter, which I'm not a big fan of. I like keeping that seal as tight as possible. But the cool thing about the Daytona is, let me see if I can find this for you right here, actually make it a little bit easier. The speed limiter is on the outside. Let's see if I can find this for you. This is it. Man, look at the schnoz on that guy. That guy needs a nose job. I'm saying the same thing right here. See, the speed limiter wires are right here on alternate sides of the stem. See my dog in the background. So it's very easy to take the speed limiters off, which I think is very fucking cool. Make sure I'm not missing any questions from you guys. Hey, what's up, the guy? How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. A regular in the channel says, glad to hear you're going to have footage. Sucks it's not going to be you. I hear that. I'm up in the air about the Onyx 80 volt or the Spark Brute. I'm tired of standing up. Haha. If that Hooga seat comes out, maybe. Well, here's the thing about my opinion about scooter seats. I'm not really like a huge fan of scooter seats. I know some people have them and they love them, but they're not really ergonomically correct. Like when you're sitting down on something, you want it to be as close to like sort of a bicycle format as possible or a motorcycle format. So scooter seats, I don't think they fit. They're not that comfortable. They don't really put you in a great position. It doesn't really make it so you can maneuver on the scooter. The scooter seat, this is good if you have trouble standing. Maybe you have some sort of a physical limitation. I know I had a guy on here that was, he had the what is it? They had the word amputee in his name. So I know he was like a one-legged man, and he had like I think a Cabo or something with a seat. So you might need a seat because you're handicapped. But if you want a seat, get a bike, right? If you want to, in my opinion, if you want a seat, get a bike. And they make seats for all these scooters. I had seats on everything. I had seats on my Dualtrons. I had seats on all my Emove cruisers. I'm just not a big fan of seats on these scooters. I think they're made to be stood on. You know, you've got that long deck, the high handlebar. They're made to be stood on. But Onyx makes a good scooter. Makes a good bike, the guy, for sure. Oh, Chexologist says, everything's good. Oh, you visited Hoboken and Jersey City today using the Path Train with your new scooter. Flawless little adventure today. I don't remember, Chax. Do you know that, you know, I'm from back east. I lived in Hoboken for a year. When I worked for my dad's company, we had a company in Passaic, and I worked for my dad's company for a year. So I took the Path Train regularly into the city. And it was very cool. I also lived in Jersey City. I lived in both places. I lived in Hoboken for a period of time, and I lived in Jersey City for a period of time. And I do miss Benny Tudino's, right? That's what I miss the most. You guys would know this. Benny Tudino's, the best pizza, one of the best pizza places you can get in Hoboken. And what they were known for is oversized slices. So you go there for like $4, you get a slice that's really the size of like 2 slices. and I really, really fucking miss that. Chax, I didn't know. You might have told me you were from there. I forgot. Chax also says, had to buy some pepper canisters in New Jersey. Which one normally can't find in New York? I hear that. Got to have some peace of mind at least. Yeah, you're fucking around Hoboken, Jersey City, New York. You should have, you should definitely have pepper spray. There's nothing wrong with that. I have a friend who's a police officer, and I asked him about a whole bunch of different weapons and stuff. He's like, don't get any of those crazy, like, there's lots of different little weapons you can get to carry around for everyday carry. But he says pepper spray is just the way to go. Chexologist is talking about the pepper spray and their percentages. Oklahoma Scootin says, I only put the seat on leg day. I hear that. That's good. I actually been training legs. Like, it's very hard for me not to be active. You know, funny thing is people who get injuries like this, sometimes they don't even get the shoulder operation. They just walk around with like a loose shoulder and they're fine. But I'm still active. I still want to like lift weights. I still want to at least be able to do push-ups in the future. So I'm going to have this fucking surgery. Tomorrow I got to go and get an x-ray now. Jesus Christ. This is just like a never-ending fucking bullshit. Select is asking me, when will you have guests on the stream? You know, it's my bad. I had Melvin on one day. It was fucking great. We had a really good time. I think it's going to be a while, though. I've just been lazy. I want to have Wilser on the stream as soon as possible. I miss my friend William. I miss Wilser. I'm really looking forward to seeing him. I can't believe I have to go to get these fucking x-rays done now. Jesus Christ. But I just got x-rays done at the ER, too. Terrible. That's right. The guy says, can't be letting that TRT go to waste. You know, I'm convinced. I had a very fucking rough year. I mean, the guy says the Melvin episode was a good one. Thank you very much, the guy. I've had a rough year, okay? I lost 2 dogs this year. I effectively lost my job. I dislocated my shoulder. I should be depressed, right? But since I'm on TRT for like 10 years, I think it's almost 10 years, I feel okay. I don't feel depressed. I feel like I was talking to my brother this morning on the phone. He's like, you still got it made. He lives in Jersey. He's like, I still got it made. I still live in California. The weather is still nice. Like I'm saying, I'm not in pain. I can still walk. So I already did like, I've started working out like last week. What am I doing? This is a funny workout. I did sets, body weight squats, body weight lunges to train the legs. And then I did left side overhead presses and left side curls. So the question is when you're injured like this is, do you want to just work out one side? You make one side gigantic, bigger than the other. And it's not like we're natural muscle building machines. I mean, I'm 55, even on TRT. It's not like I'm going to overdevelop my left side, but I still want to train. So I've still been training. And I also took a pretty good hike today. So that was pretty cool. Don't worry, the guy. I will not let the TRT go to waste. Let's look at some of my other academies now, okay? I want to look at, how the fuck did this end up here? I want to look at my Emove Cruiser V2 Academy. That's really like a surprise, like really one of my favorite scooters of the year. Emove Cruiser V2 Academy. This group never really grew that big. I don't know if they didn't sell a lot of them, but I do want to look at this group. Come on, man. What the fuck? 242 members, still a pretty small group. But yeah, I really like my V2. Now, what the point of the groups is if you have problems, you can post your problems on the group and get advice. You know, not everybody lives like near Voromotors. So I think the most tragic thing about this business is the idea of sending your scooter across state lines to get it fixed and then having it sent back. First of all, it costs a fortune. And really one of the biggest limitations of the scooter business is we don't have enough mechanics here. So Matt Poland says my front motor stopped working after transporting it. That sucks. Hopefully he'll get that figured out. Now somebody's asking, Rocky Silverback's asking, has anybody tried to put 11-inch tires on the Cruiser V2? I'm pretty sure he's going to get trolled for this sort of a little bit because you can't just put on wider tires, taller tires on a scooter like this because they're also going to be wider. They don't fit. So I don't think you should do that. Pep Pushkan La Sombra says his valve is broken. This is easy. See, people make the mistake of being overly reliant on only Voromotors for parts, but a valve stem, you can easily just get that from AliExpress. Melvin is actually posting on here because there was like a glitch with the cruise control. Does anyone still need the display? Does anyone need the new display for the reflash cruise control? Just want to make sure all the riders for the single motor version have been taken care of. That's pretty good. What is this? Cornelius Dillon says, I bought a piece of polycarbonate plastic with the intention of oven heat draping a curved shape for the rear fender. Pretty interesting. Oh, I see. Oh, look at this. It's pretty cool. I've never seen this before. That's pretty cool, right? He like made it, instead of like the metal piece that's on there, he's got some clear piece. I don't really understand the point of that, but still pretty cool. See some other posts on here. Anonymous participant says, where can I get this? For the folding mechanism for the Cruiser V2, that's going to be hard to find. James, who's in the stream right now, answered, you can, there are a few sellers on Amazon. Yeah, so these groups are great because you can get advice like right away, and you don't have to go through Voromotors for everything. Like this guy's looking for a rear replacement rim. You can easily find that shit online. Now let's look at my biggest group, which is, it's been a little bit quiet recently, my Roadrunner Academy group, because there hasn't been a new product for a while. And it looks like the Emove Roadrunner Pro #2 is going to be coming out like next year sometime. Melvin's been posting about this as well. But let's see if I can find some of the posts from Melvin on here about the Roadrunner. Let's see here. I know Melvin posted on here not too long ago. Roadrunner Pro 2 is coming out with a better frame, with pedals for those of you guys who live in markets where you need pedals. But I should be able to find this. Just give me a second here. I'd like to show you guys some pictures of the Roadrunner V2. I know it's on here, right? Come on. Where the hell is this? Why is this taking so long to fucking... I don't know why this is not on here. I'm positive that Melvin posted pictures of the Roadrunner Pro 2 that's coming out next year. Where is this? Come on. Fuck. What the fuck? So much content on here. Oh, this poor guy got into an accident. Now look at that. Oh, that looks terrible. We don't need to show that here. Where the hell is your goddamn post? I mean, there's so much people. This is really an active group. Okay, so here's some stuff. Early frame reveal for the Roadrunner Pro V2. 3.1 millimeter frame thickness, no entry holes for internal wire routing, no set release date, but we're letting this project take its time before launch. So this, I guess, is like the new frame for the Roadrunner Pro. And one thing that I'm really proud of is that, you know, since I get paid for sales and stuff, you think I'd be lying and bullshitting to everybody about these vehicles. But we did have quite a few problems with the Roadrunner Pro, the stem snapping, like the frame cracking. A lot of people had this problem, quite a bit. So the new one's coming out with a thicker frame, but it's also not going to have holes in the frame for the wiring. So all the wiring is going to be on the outside. Actually, I could probably show this to you right now. I have my Roadrunner V3 over here. Not my V3. This is the ES right here next to me. And this is a pretty cool scooter because it's cheaper. It's a lower end scooter, single motor scooter, but all the wiring is done on the outside. Let me see. Can I show this to you? No, it'd be too difficult. But I think it's a good idea. I'd rather have the wiring on the outside and a stronger frame than just internal wiring, just to make it like look better, you know? Let me see if I can find all Melvin's posts here. Oh, this is his personal page. I could have sworn there was more. Oh, here it is. This is what I'm talking about. We've locked in the final, this is September 2nd, it was a while ago. We've locked in the final Roadrunner Pro V2 render. The green highlights show where the frame has been widened to fit the side panels. We'll be a fully covered side panels this time. I'll keep sharing progress here. The Pro V2 story is just getting started. So this is what the Roadrunner Pro 2 is going to look like. It looks pretty similar to the original. It looks like a little less material towards the back. Let me look at mine right here, actually. Oh, it's going to have shocks because this picture, there's no shocks. This is just the frame. It's definitely going to have shocks. But yeah, very excited about the new Roadrunner line. That was a very, very big product for the company. Very excited about that. Chexologist says, yes, only rely on brand spare parts if it's proprietary. My new scooter's tubeless tires are Chow Yang and can be easily bought on AliExpress. Oh, Sleck is heating up the dab rig. I should do a hit too. I haven't really been smoking that much since I've been down. You know, people talk about you smoke for pain relief, but it doesn't really give me pain relief. But I haven't been smoking a lot recently. I mean, I'm smoking every day for sure, but I just haven't been. Something's happening to me as I get older. I've been smoking kind of like a lot less, to be honest with you. I'm not even really 100% sure why, but I really love my my Roadrunner. So. All right, so we're back to this. I want to go back to the Academy page. Let's go back from the beginning here, see if we got anything interesting. You have 5,200 members on this group. It's a great group, very civil. People are very nice to each other. Well, this is a post of mine somehow from the end of last year about the V3. That's weird. I don't know why that's up there. I guess somebody commented on it. And then somebody here is trying to sell a battery on my group. I don't really allow sales. I should probably delete that. Zyler Tengen's talking about installing the range extender. I do have the range extender on my Pro. It makes a big difference because the battery on it is pretty small. Why are these motherfuckers all trying to sell shit on this page here? Luong actually always makes pretty cool videos and photos. I think this is pretty cool. Look at that. Very hot. I like the red lights. Very cool. I mean, there's been some great mods done on these vehicles for sure. What else we got here? Luong's posted a lot of photos and shit. Another person. I'm going to fucking delete this right now. I don't know why everybody's trying to sell shit on here. Remove post and ban author. No, just remove him. I'm not going to ban him for that. I don't give any explanation. All right. But anyhow, the Roadrunner group is fantastic. Very lucky to have such a big group. It develops very, very naturally. So that's enough of that. But anyhow, what else we got going on here? Hey, what's up, Randall Gauss? This is better late than never. Yeah, it's good to see you, Randall. I really appreciate you supporting the stream. Probably gonna like turn this into a poker stream like any minute now. I think we've talked enough about scooters, and I would like to start playing. Maybe I won't stream it. We'll see. Maybe I'll just make this a strong, a shorter podcast for today. This is a weird time to be doing the stream. Usually it does better late at night. Whenever I stream during the day, I don't get a ton of people. All I get is all you regulars. I got 10 people in the chat and 10 people talking to me here, which is pretty cool. Chexologist says I would smoke if I have insomnia issues. It doesn't really help me sleep that much anymore as it used to. I mean, I started smoking a million years ago. I used to always say it was for sleep, but for it to help me for sleep, I have to like smoke all day and kind of let it make me tired by the end of the day. But I haven't been smoking that much. I made some very, very good like olive oil, infused olive oil, which I've only taken a couple of times. It's extremely, extremely strong. But I don't really like edibles that much. They kind of make me tired. Like they're good for sleeping, but I don't like waking up like fucking exhausted in the morning, you know? So let me see here. Jack says for medicinal purposes to eliminate racing thoughts or anxiety. It's interesting. A lot of people, herb makes them anxious. You know, people can have a bad experience with it. For me, it doesn't really like increase my anxiety or anything. I don't really have like when I started smoking, I was 25 years old, and I had like anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, all this type of shit. I've kind of outgrown most of that stuff. I kind of credit being on TRT since I'm 40. Not 40, I'm sorry, 45, about 10 years now, that pretty much eliminated like depression, anxiety. My self-esteem is probably too high. But yeah. Chexologist says, yeah, edibles can hit you when you least expect it. The guy says, I can't smoke weed. I get anxiety even from indicas. Start hiding all the guns in the house. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. Marcus Gleason says, DoorDash are bringing out delivery robots. We could be out of a job. Hey, what's up, Marcus? Good to see you. That's a good point. I think that automated ride share is already here. I don't know what neighborhood you live in, but here in Hollywood, we have the Waymos all over the place. And I've heard that Tesla has released their like robo taxis in, I think, Texas and San Francisco. So being on the road with these vehicles, I think that the Waymos are amazing. I think the writing is on the wall for human rideshare operators because I really truly believe that Waymos are better drivers than humans, like by far. And I love being on the road with the Waymos because if you put yourself in front of them, they're going to stop. They don't get mad. They're not emotional and shit like that, right? That's what I really like about the Waymos. You know, when I'm out there on the road, you kind of think like, is this a mean person? Is this a crazy person? Got to be fucking careful out there. But I think that the writing is on the wall for rideshare. I think maybe 5 years of that. Things move slow. Technology moves fast, but the hardware moves slow. So I think it'll be 3 to 5 years before there are no longer going to be human rideshare operators. But I think food delivery is a little different because what does food delivery have? It has these like little carts, basically, these little robot carts that, one, they don't go into the restaurants. The restaurant operator has to leave their restaurant, go out onto the sidewalk, put the food into the robot operator. Then the robot at a very, very, very slow speed, incredibly slow speed, has to get to the customer. So if you live in a place where there are houses, forget about it. The robots are not going to be doing that type of deliveries. But if you live like in a city like this, it is viable. But I think these robots only do like sub 1 mile rides. They move so slow. They have to. But the thing about these robots is they can't get into the apartments. They can't get into the complexes. The customer has to come downstairs. It's not called Lobby Dash. It's not called Street Dash. It's called DoorDash. That means that we bring your food to your door. And customers care about this. I mean, the amount of customers that are willing to come meet me downstairs, I would say are 5%, maybe 1 out of every 20 at the most, are willing to come downstairs to their lobby entrance or the entrance to their building to pick up their food. I think most people want the food delivered to their door. So I think that delivery drivers, have quite a bit of time left because it's going to be a long time before like they have a delivery vehicle that has a robot that actually gets out of the car and brings your food to the door. That's not going to happen. It's going to be a long time since we have like actual robots, moving humanoid robots that can get to a door, enter the code, talk to the customer, get buzzed in, walk in, navigate the stairs, navigate the elevator, bring it to the door, hand it to the person. That's going to be a long time before that. That will happen eventually, like in the future, right? But I do think that DoorDash drivers actually do have a pretty good future when it comes to driving. I feel like I'll have my job for a while. I don't want to do it forever. I do need to find like a safer job. I mean, this has been proven time and again. Now that I've had like my second major life, I've had 10 accidents probably in my life. This is only my second like truly major accident. I don't think I'm going to stream my poker, guys. I think I'm just going to sign off. So we'll just talk a little bit more and then we'll be done. James Boreka says AI drone delivery will be a game changer. That's an interesting thing also because you can't really fly these drones everywhere. Not everywhere is like legal airspace. I know I saw some video essay about a company that is specializing in doing like air drone drop-offs. I think that is coming as well. But I mean, shit, that's complicated. That, they got to like fly the drone with the one package. And remember, drones can only carry a certain amount of weight. A small drone, when you're talking about deliveries, it can't be like a small typical drone. It's going to have to be something huge. So one of the biggest limitations of these drones is they can't really carry a lot of weight. So I don't really see them being able to carry heavier packages, and food can be kind of heavy sometimes too. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not ignorant. I know the future is coming and it's going to happen fast. I'm sure you guys have all noticed that, time just moves at an incredible fucking pace. Like we're going to be there pretty soon. I think that, rideshare is going to be over first. Amazon delivery, food delivery, that will be over at one point, but not for a while, especially Amazon delivery. I watch a lot of video content creators who do Amazon deliveries. That shit is way too complicated to be automated. I mean, I'm sure it's all coming in the future, just not yet. Electric Rider says a lot of customers are even too lazy to walk to the street. Believe me, I know that. Marcus, of course, you got it, buddy. I hear you. Chaxologist says, exactly. Waymos at least don't go over the crossing line at intersections. People should be riding bikes and scooters more instead of cars. Yeah, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. But I feel more safe on the road. If I'm next to like a Waymo, I feel more safe than if I'm next to like any other random car. Waymos are amazing. Like they got that one camera on top, then they have the 4 cameras on all corners. They don't miss anything. It's pretty incredible. Electric Rider says they can use a mother type drone. Yeah, I'd have to see that. James DeLapp, how you doing? He says incredulously, next year for the Roadrunner Pro 2. Thanks for clearing this up. Yeah, when it comes to new vehicles, I know that Melvin, the owner of the company, he'll talk about a vehicle a year or multiple years in advance. We've been talking about this Hooga Daytona, which was called Project Daytona for a while. We've been talking about that for a year, I think, and finally on the market now. One thing I'll tell you about Melvin, about Voromotors, they're not full of shit. This Roadrunner Pro 2 is coming out. It will be a big seller. The Roadrunner line was a very, very, very big seller in 2023, 2024. And we need a new product. We need a new Roadrunner Pro. The old one is not. Select says stream the poker. Damn, if you're going to ask me to do it, I'll do it. So Chexologist says, that's why I drive very defensively and keep at least 15 feet from any car in front of me. Never know if they will turn without a signal or not. I attribute this to my 6,000 miles of not getting hit. That is pretty good. All right, so you want me to stream poker? I'll stream the poker. Let me just see if I can set this up. We've almost done an hour here, so that's good. I promise Melvin that I always do at least an hour. The guy wants me to stream poker too. All right, let's see if I can set this up now. Just give me a second here. Let me back out of all these screens here. Give me 1 second, guys. So you can still ask me questions about scooters and stuff, but I'm going to load up some tournaments. I'll show you my account and everything, actually. Let's see how this looks. All right, there you go. Perfect. All right, this is exactly what I wanted. This is like real professional style streaming. So this is the WPT Gold website. You can see here I have $494.27. They call it chips. They changed the model. Like this is no longer a sweepstakes model. Now they're calling it a training site. But I started with the $100. I turned it into 500, and this is like, you know, $5 at a time. Small fucking tournaments. So let's load up some tournaments, and I'll pretend I'm a streamer for, this will probably take an hour, guys. And I will answer questions. It's a little tricky to play and answer questions at the same time. Let's sign up. So here, I'm registering for a $5 sit and go. We're going to play 4 of them. And I have I have so much experience playing these fucking tournaments. It's ridiculous. The guy and Select on poker, so I'll give it to you guys. It'll be fun. Yeah, I mean, I would love to be like a poker streamer, but it's not like a viable way to make a living. But playing poker is a good way to make extra money. So now we're just sitting down. It takes a long time to get people to sign up. But now we'll transition into poker mode. I guess I'll kind of explain my strategy as we play. I played at least, I would say, 20,000 of these sit and goes. If you go to sharkscope.com and look up yoga, you'll see how many I played and how much money I made playing these things. And it doesn't include all the bonuses that you get for playing. I think I made like 50, 60,000 playing these tournaments, but plus like another 20,000 from bonuses from the site. It's called Rakeback. But I'm very, it feels pretty cool to be, Select says riding the bike to work right now. What's up, T-Nick? How you doing? I'm doing good. Can't complain. We did the Voromotors podcast. Now we're going to stream. I might actually take this. Like I can live with this. I can take the sling off. The point of the sling, by the way, is to reduce kind of downward weight on the arm. I can kind of take it off though. If I have the desk here in front of me, I can kind of lean my hand on the desk. This thing is going to be pretty uncomfortable to play poker in. But I'm really supposed to keep this stable. I'm really not supposed to be fucking moving this thing. Thanks, T-Nick. I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, emotionally, psychologically, I'm holding up. My arm is pretty fucked up. But at least I'm like 6 days away from having my orthopedic appointment. So that way we can plan my surgery. I'm terrified of getting surgery, by the way. When I broke my collarbone 3 years ago, I didn't have insurance, so I couldn't get the surgery anyhow. I have insurance now because of that accident, thank God. But I didn't get the surgery. I let it heal naturally. I kind of regret it. I'm not in pain or anything, but my body will never be the same. I got this bump here, like my weightlifting life is completely compromised. But I'm I'm not in pain. I'm very lucky. An injury like this, I could easily just be like in pain 24/7. So I think what I want to do is let me get some music playing here in the background. Let me see how the sound is. Maybe I was listening to the relatively soon in doing like. Wow, the sound is so fucking good. The guy says, "Leave that shit on. You need to get back in action ASAP." I hear you. We'll see. Chexologist says Zero Enigma here on YouTube can show everything about New York City zombies. I'll check it out. Zero Enigma sounds pretty cool. But yeah, these, and you can see though, when I used to play on PokerStars, the games would load up very quick. I actually had a program that would automatically sign me up. I wouldn't have to sign up for games individually. But these games take a long time to initiate. So I usually play 4 at a time, and they usually take about an hour and 15 minutes to finish. So actually what I need to do right now is make my notes. One thing that you know I'm a pro is I keep track of all my wins and losses. So today I started with 523. I played in the morning. I lost like $30. And now we're at we got a 494 balance. We're starting at 3:20 p.m. I keep track of how long it takes me to play these. And we'll see what happens. I'm only playing the $5 sit and goes. I played a bunch of the 20s, but I got unlucky basically. So I'm just very, very, very cautious in stepping up stakes. I can't really afford to lose any money. So to me, it's obvious that the $5 are totally beatable. These $5 sit and goes. The 20s looked very loose and good. I think they're going to be very beatable as well. I've only played 5 of them, so I don't have a good sample size. I probably played 150 of the 5s. But yeah, let's see if well, I know last time I played music on here, it really fucked up the sound. Well, maybe I'll play some music. We'll see. Let's just see what happens. Let's get a couple of these games loaded up, continue to answer questions. Makoto says we got New York zombies here in Charlotte. I believe it. I hear you, Chexologist. I'll check out that site. That sounds pretty good. I appreciate you worrying about me, the guy. I'll be okay. I'm wearing this thing is such a fucking pain. Like when I'm homeless by myself hanging out, I can go without it. I can kind of tuck my hand into my waistband just to stabilize this. But like when I went for a hike earlier, I put this on. When I lifted weights, I put this on. But yeah, you can see these are taking forever to load up. I guess I am going to blast some music here, though. I always like to have music when we fucking play. Maybe we'll listen to some Hamilton. You guys will probably not like this unless you're like into it. But I'm very, very big into the Hamilton play. I went to see the movie recently, and I really fucking liked it. All right, so hopefully this won't be tortured. I'm going to sing, too, because I've been practicing the lyrics. 1776. New York City. Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr? Sir, that depends. Who's asking? Oh, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you. I'm getting nervous. Sir, I heard your name to Princeton. I was seeking an advanced course of study. I got out of sorts with a buddy of yours. It's a blur, sir. Handles the financials. You punch the bursar. Yes, I wanted to do what you did. Join the revolution. He looked at me like I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. How'd you graduate so fast? It was my parents' dying wish before they last. You're an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan. If there was a world we could prove the world more than words. I don't know these lines right here. Well, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. Smile more. All right, now we got one double loaded up here. This is the problem. Now I'm gonna have to share them. Actually, I'm not gonna stream. Too difficult. Alrighty, guys. I appreciate your support. Sorry if you're missing the poker. I'll do poker on another site sometime, but I don't have enough signal to do the stream and the poker. We did an hour. Appreciate your support, guys. See you next time.